when is the right time to hire a VA? So long story short, there is no one qualifying right answer. And there are two things I would always consider when thinking about this question. Number one, how much free time do I have? And number two, how much free cash do I have? Now, the reason why I say this is if you have money to spend, but you don't have the time to spend it because you're so caught up doing administration, then I think, yes, you should definitely hire someone. Why? Because you've got the resources to invest further in your business, but you don't have the time to invest it. Now, one question you might have is, what if I've got lots of time but not any money? Will probably not be a right time to hire a VA or outsource. Why? Because you can do it yourself and you don't have the resources to spend on hiring someone for your team. But generally speaking, if you're struggling for time and you have a lot of money or you have money spare, then thinking about outsourcing is going to be one of the key things I would look at. Now, a little bit of feedback from some of our clients and even my own personal experience is that while you might be thinking, yeah, I can see in the future when I'm probably going to be wanting to outsource and hire someone, when you get to that point, it's probably too late. Why? Because the moment you start outsourcing process, it takes time to bring them up to speed. So it isn't like today I can hire someone and they're just going to be doing the work. Not at all. It takes weeks, even months for them to get up to where they need to speed to be able to add the value. So always think about that. And as a result, a lot of people who have hired VAs, their first ones, said, my God, I wish I did it months ago. Why? Not just for the hiring time, but also as well, the fact that they realize how much value they bring. So top tip for you, if you're questioning this, when you think you're ready, it's probably going to be a bit too late. Do it a bit sooner because it takes time to get them up. But trust me, I think it's going to add a real big impact on your business. Now, this leads me on to steps that have worked in my business. Working with VAs has definitely helped change my business, and I will never deny that. But here are some simple strategies that I have used, which I think you can do that's going to support you in outsourcing your requirements. Number one, define the requirements. If you've got a plan, let's call it 6 to 12 months in advance, have an idea of where you're going to be and define what your requirements are. Keep in mind that it takes probably about 3 months to get a VA up to speed or up to standard of where you want to once they start adding value. Now think about what tasks that you want to be carried out by your VA and build that into your timeline over the next 6 to 12 months. Again, keep in mind it takes on average about 3 months to bring someone up to speed. There's something called the 90-day rule, and I really believe in it. You can Google that if you want. Now, also as well, define the KPIs. KPIs are key performance indicators. Now, for example, you've got to define the frequency also as well that you want the task to happen and to be carried out. Is it per day? Is it per week? And obviously the KPIs are what is the result? What is the key performance indicator for that work? Super, super important. Right, so the next one I'll talk about is finding the right person. Now look, it doesn't matter if you found someone who's qualified for it. If they're not the right person, i.e. they just don't care, they're not the right culture fit, it really won't matter. Even if someone who's underqualified, if they are motivated and willing to do the work and they're really a great person, that is going to have a profound impact. So really, really spend the quality time to get the right VA and then do the training. All the training in the world will not solve the problem of hiring the wrong person. So get the right person. Now, generally speaking, you've got two options. You can do it yourself, obviously you're going to go through that, or you can use a service like virtual assistant agency or training service like us in the FastTrackFBA VA Academy. Now, the one thing which I will say is that having grown my own business to over 7 figures in the UK and 6 figures in the US is that I couldn't have done it alone. It's literally impossible, or it's just not worth the hassle. My God, you'd be so stressed. But the one thing which you can do is you can build a team to help you do this. In my business, we have VAs who are virtual assistants who are supporting us. They are doing the work while I'm asleep, and I wake up and I check and they find the deals, they purchase the deals, and they do all the administration behind. Now, if you are interested in that and think that perhaps maybe a virtual assistant can help you out in your business, what I would say is look no further than the FastTrackFBA VA Academy. This is a service I created whereby we find, hire, and train a virtual assistant for your business, and we support them for 12 weeks to get results. Now, quite simply, you pay a one-time fee and we do the rest of the work and support you in not only hiring one, but building a team and getting your business to scale. Now, if you're interested in learning more, have a look at the link down below, fasttrackfba.com/VA, where you can book a free 30-minute consultation call. And if you're interested to know, we've hired over 500 VAs over the last 2 years for over 250 clients. Do the maths, most of them come back for a second VA, if not third. Why? Because it works. Check it out, have a look at the link down below, and book a free 30-minute consultation call today. Now, number 4, I'll say, is start the process. Now look, once you've found the right VA, you've got to give them time to get on board, you've got to give them appropriate training, communication, and frequency of love, care, and attention to support them in doing what you want them to do to help grow your business. And what does that mean? You've just got to get started. Like, honestly, get started on doing that. Now, what I am going to say is growing your Amazon business is no easy task. And the last thing you want to do is get stuck with all the work which really doesn't generate any value or profit to your business. That is why hiring a VA is one of the most important and best ways to scale your business. And look, if you want to know how I interview and hire VAs, do check out a video, and I'll drop it around here, that I previously made about how to hire a virtual assistant. And it's where I talk you through the hiring of the virtual assistant process, step by step, advertise, offer, acceptance, and you've even got a free contract you can download there, very similar to the one we use in the VA Academy. Now check that out, because it's going to really support you in doing that if you want to do it on your own. Now, what I will say is hopefully you've liked this video and I've helped answer that question of when is the right time to hire a VA. But if you liked it, give me a thumbs up. And hey, if you want to see more like this, hit that subscribe button down below. But from me, Thomas Parkinson and FastTrackFBA, thank you very much.